Winona Tarlow, owner of Winona Tarlow's Cafe and Bar. I've spent most of my life here. I grew up on a reservation, not far from here. My mother was full-blooded Hopi Indian. And every year, about this time, I go to the ancient cliff dwellings of Mesa Verde to pray for balance. This is a story about vision and balance. And these are the people in that story. Carl Pritchard runs the bank, and that's his daughter Molly, 14. John Harper over there, rancher, and his wife, Tess. Bill Hotta, he's pastor of the Full Gospel Lighthouse Church. Caleb Stratman, the cattleman, that's his daughter Madeline, 8, and his son Wordsworth, 15. Now, that's Emil the 5th, and over there is Alice Dart. She's senior loan officer down the Farmers Home Administration. Ethlyn and Ray McCormick, they've just been named Farm Family of the Year. Well, that's about it. Let's go back to where the story begins. We're in eastern Colorado. It is July 4th, 1977, Independence Day.
Hey, I'll take the ball. We're headed. We're gonna put that in my cooler.
I beg your pardon.
Excuse me. Everyone, excuse me. I would like to make a toast to our friend Ginny from the United States Department of Agriculture.
I'm here to talk about the future and our roles in that future. The economists are telling us that after decades of falling food prices, the price of food is projected to increase 95% over the next decade. We will need fewer farmers in the future. But these few farmers will have to be the better farmers, and you could be leading the way.
What you're saying is that we've got to start being more productive.
I think so, John. Our motto is, don't be afraid to be big.
I can't afford to be big.
Yes, you can. You can borrow. How will we pay it back?
Exactly.
You don't ever have to pay it back.
Wait. What?
That's what perpetual debt is all about.
All right, now, folks, it took me some time to get used to the idea of perpetual debt. But I'm telling you, it's the wave of the future. And you might feel kind of funny going into debt to buy new machinery or land.
Oh, yeah.
But with perpetual debt, you can pass it on to your children with no fear. Your land, your collateral is worth even more while you do nothing.
I don't like the idea of being in debt, of owing anybody.
I understand your concerns, but you're sitting on a pile of gold. You've got to have a vision of what to do with that pile of gold.
I don't have the money to buy any more land.
Farmers help to lend you the money.
Alice, maybe you're right. Maybe I am being too cautious.
I think we are being too cautious. I'd like to expand. I've got ambition.
I've got
Hey, we all got ambitions, but you can't get something for nothing in this world. Just remember that.
Maybe that's enough business for one day.
If you would like to talk further about all of this, Alice can arrange an appointment for you on Monday.
Are you really listening to her? You're an idiot.
How about you?
I'm not a farmer. I'm a Hopi Indian. We don't own the land.
Well, get a loan and buy yourself some.
Who would own it?
You would.
No, who would own all of the things they're putting up as collateral? You? That sounds like communism to me.
August 14, 1985.
United States
Department of Agriculture.
Farmers Home Administration.
Notice of intent to take adverse action. Dear Caleb Stratton, Emil Johnson.
John Hart, Ray McCormick, your account with us is delinquent.
Delinquent.
You're behind schedule on your loan installments.
Which is a violation of your agreement.
If this violation is not corrected, we will eventually close your real estate and chattels.
If you wish to apply for a hearing,
Hearing.
complete part 1 of Form
1924 through 27.
You may appear in person with
Or without.
an attorney.
Death! Dear Colonel Richard,
Our institution felt it necessary to flag your bank
with
loan.
us as a problem.
Modeline! Hey, Modeline! Tell Woody we're going into town.
Can we get ice cream?
My dad hung on to this land through the Depression, and now I'm losing it.
We all got fooled. No one thought the economy would go this bad.
Look,
My advice to you is to liquidate a major portion of your land.
not gonna listen to that.
You're gonna lose all.
No! I'm gonna have it all. Or I'm gonna have it all.
Let's just restructure your debts and reorganize your finances.
It may sound kind of funny, and not a whole lot of people are going to tell you this, but it's true. Some call it nature, and I call it nature too. But it's God. Really. You see, when you're growing, that's creating. And you feel it. You feel closer to God. You may as well keep all this. I got no more use for it.
But Ray, Evelyn, you know.
I know. You're just doing your job.
It's all changed now. You can hardly hold your head up being a farmer anymore. All of the income from my farm operation goes to meet the interest on the money I borrow. So I think you're going to sell your family farms in the hands of a few corporations.
Yeah, and then watch what happens to the price of lettuce.
Got that right, Lorena. That's your thing. What we have got to do is get those communists out of the USDA. We have got to write our elected officials. We can't take this lying down. Dang it. If Lee Iacocca can sell Chrysler Bygone, we ought to be able to sell the state.
Listen, Emil, you gotta throw all this John Wayne bull crap out the window. Put on your reading glasses. You gotta treat your business like a business.
I'm gonna write to somebody. I just got to figure out who.
You want a Coke?
No, bring me a beer.
Would you like a sucker? I've got lemon and cherry.
I'd like lemon. Thank you. Oh boy.
We need to go on to the next thing.
I can't. There's no more money.
How long have we known each other?
What are you saying, Caleb? There's no more money. There's no more friendship.
Hey, look, if I can bail out, I would. The only reason I'm finding it is my boy, Wordy. He will stick with it. And I love this ranch.
Think about how you're living.
It's been hard since Sarah left.
Your house is full of holes.
I'm doing the best that I can here.
Go to work as a herdsman. You'll make a good wage, live in a good house, provide an education for your kids.
Don't you understand? This is all that I have left.
The government is going to come along. You know that.
Don't you step one foot on my land.
Caleb, our kids are in 4-H together.
Not anymore.
Can we get ice cream? Dad, I would like to get ice cream. And can we?
Shut up! Shut up.
You never told me to shut up before.
Wordy.
Dad, are you all right?
Just give me a minute. pizza that I promised.
If I'm not a farmer, then what am I?
Ray, just because things go wrong, it doesn't mean that you did anything wrong.
I may not have come from much, but I made something of myself. You know, I couldn't believe it when you said yes, you'd go out with me. And I took you to Italy for our honeymoon. Remember the small town outside of Florence with the castle? That farmer took us inside a shed and showed us a statue.
It was a beautiful statue.
He had plowed up an Aphrodite in his field of artichokes. He didn't know what to do with her. If he told anyone, all of those archaeology types would be digging up all over his land. And he just buried her back in the field again and went back to raising artichokes. And now every field I see an Aphrodite under it. I think there's magic beneath the soil.
Here's your daiquiri.
About time.
How do you think I'd look with black hair?
What kind of black hair?
Like a Funicello.
Who?
The Mickey Mouse Club. Who's the leader of the club that's made for you and me? M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. Come
I'm
on,
gonna need another cigarette. You want another daiquiri? Oh yeah.
I'll go make one. Who's the leader of the club that's made for you and me?
Idiot.
Winona?
Come with me this year.
I'll think about
You
it.
say that every year.
Here's your daiquiri.
What are you looking for?
Haley's comments. What?
Remember that one summer? We were building the house. Every day you'd make me lunch. We would ride out to the field in the pickup. And one day, Laura thing from Dr. Zhivago came on. I asked you to dance with me. But I remember we couldn't dance real close because your belly was all swollen with Margaret Ann.
I want to move Margaret Ann.
Why?
I want to make sure that part of me is here. That way they don't win.
Do you blame me?
No.
Talk to me, Tess.
I'm losing my family's land.
You know that I've always done my best by you and your family.
Don't you see? It's all over. It's all slipping away.
Are you saying that we should just let it all go?
Yes, John. Just let it go.
I miss you. I miss you.
I can't. I have to go now. I have to make sure all of my things are in one place. Ray!
Hey, no, it's
You're supposed to be on a hill to get the best chance of seeing his comment.
Want. Che cosa adesso
You
there?
can't sit in that trough forever. I might go away somewhere. Hey, you going under?
Caleb is one hell of a chore man, but he's never been much with a pencil.
You gotta start managing your business like it was a business. Is your business suffering?
I've got nothing to do all day but drink cherry cola, chew gum, and smoke Camel cigarettes.
I want to be a clown.
Why is your dad hurting everybody?
Well, people People borrowed that money. Nobody made them do it.
I thought chapter 11.
Because my dad says bankers are a different kind of person. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Right, your elected officials. That's the way to correct any injustice.
Now, why are you talking as Italian?
Would you just let me be?
Wordy, have you ever had a girlfriend?
No.
Do you ever think about it?
No.
Me neither.
I'm just trying to do my job as best I can.
I need you to tell me I'm not crazy.
It's a phase, that's all. And once you've gone through all the phases, it's a life.
A falling star! Make a wish!
I wish that pigs could fly so I could make a fortune selling umbrellas. Wordy, do you believe in God?
It just, shut up. The light's martyred my church.
I don't know.
I believe God is everywhere, but Lucy.
I feel like a bomb is about to blow up.
Doing the best I can, Evelyn.
Come inside and talk to me.
It doesn't do any good to talk.
I want to go away from
I
here.
want to think about things that are nice. Like Tosca. How can you feel sad while thinking about Tosca?
Now, why are you dancing?
Because I hear the music inside my head.
No one calls me. No one calls John. The telephone never rings. You know why I think that is? I think people are afraid to be near failure. Like it's a disease and it could be catching.
Winona? Molly, are you two drunk?
Yeah, ow! Came out to bathe the moon.
And look for Haley's coming.
What are you doing out here?
I'm learning Italian so I can talk to my husband.
Italian.
Buongiorno.
Pizza.
Pizza! Lasagna! Ravioli!
You gotta hold yourself together, Ethel.
To hold myself together. I'm not the one out here banging the moon.
Nope, you're just wandering through a field at night speaking Italian. Oh man, Frey's going to lose it. Gotta hold your own life together.
And where do you get that kind of stuff? Out of magazines? We are not people in magazine articles. That glow, is it?
I don't know.
You know, my grandmother says God is in the air. And just by breathing in, he becomes us. Close your eyes. What? Shh. Listen.
Please, let something good happen to Ray. Soon.
In local and area news today, Tess Harper, a farmer, despondent about her family's mounting financial woes, committed suicide Wednesday by climbing atop a barrel of burning trash the day after her family's wheat crop was harvested. Harper, who would have been 34 today, was overcome by smoke, police said. Her body was discovered by her husband, John Harper.
Tess, talk to me. return again. Everyone here knew Tess Harper. Everyone here loved Tess Harper. We shall miss her. We shall mourn her. This morning, I would like to address to those who are left behind to carry on. Peter was the only one with enough faith to step out of the boat and experience walking on water with Jesus. As most of you know, this is the last time this church, as a building, will be open. But a church isn't its building. It's not the brick or the wood. A church, it's people. And I have to believe that God is calling us forth to be used in some way we may have been preparing for all of our lives. We have to step out of the boat. Let's all join hands and remember Tess Harper.
John.
My husband is not going to talk to you. 3 years ago, we were worth $3 million. And 2 weeks ago, they took our cattle. Lately, he's got this book, and I asked him what he was doing. He said, a long time ago, I made a pledge that I would die by living. And now, he's sitting in the middle of a pasture in a pickup, learning and talent. I know I'm not alone. Carla, she's Hopi Indian, and every year she goes to the ancient cliff dwellings at Mesa Verde to pray for balance. And I'm thinking this year I might go with her.
Who's there?
Winona,
What do you want?
Tess's birthday.
Just go away.
I brought flowers.
I'm having my own private party.
I've got as much right to be here. Hell, I've got more right to be here than you do.
Here you got a new job. Property management consultant.
That's right.
What kind of job is that, John? Exactly.
I manage the properties that have been foreclosed on by the Federal Land Bank. I need a job.
Sounds real peachy. Where's Margaret Ann, huh?
Tess wanted her. We moved her. You know, I miss her too. You want to know what my job is really like? I get to escort people off their property. And my own situation is my own father-in-law won't talk to me. And that's just what's left of my family.
Happy birthday, Tess.
Happy birthday, Tess. Growing up, we never thought of it as a business. We just liked counting cows.
Ray? Mom?
Sky's turning yellow.
A hailstorm. It's almost worth a smile.
coming in?
In a minute.
It's starting to rain.
Hecho il passaporto. Hecho il passaporto. Hecho.
You're just gonna keep disappearing in little bits on me, aren't you? I won't forgive you. I'll wait for you. Ciao.
Hello, darling. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. You're just as lovely as you used to be.
Anybody around here looked at the newspaper today? You call those cattle prices? I am telling you, I have lost all respect for our elected officials. Just what are they doing to us? They sure ain't helping no farmer. I can tell you that for a fact. And the whole dang thing just kicks me all sideways. Thank you.
Bill,
Hey, Carl.
I've been cleaning out the office tonight. I only have the rest of the week. The house is all packed up. I brought all the pieces of my dream together here. And then it all went wrong.
You'll come back to visit.
Sure, North Dakota's not that far.
Mean it.
Well, I better go.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Hi, Madeline. Would you do us a favor? Run and tell your daddy that we're here to see him?
Daddy! Daddy! They've come for the cows again.
What do you want? By order of the District Court, the Federal Land Bank has authorized the County Sheriff to forcefully remove you from your property tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Place all of your belongings on the road and take your cattle for collateral. Caleb, the bank has authorized Carl and me to help escort you off your property and avoid a real mess tomorrow morning.
We will take all your belongings into town. We have a motel room reserved for you.
All of my cows are dead. We poisoned them, and I'm not going anywhere. So why don't you get off of my land? You don't own this land anymore.
It's already cold, Caleb. How are you going to make it through another winter?
You're the ones trying to starve us to death.
Your kids aren't rags.
Caleb, you don't have a lot of choices here. How's your father-in-law, John? I haven't seen him in a while. You want to say I've got a leg on the east side of the fence? Well, that's fair, but I'm trying to run a business, Caleb, and whether or not you believe me, I am trying to help. But so does someone else, will you? It's all on paper, Caleb. Deeds, contracts, you signed them. We all did. And we're all paying for it. So get on it.
Caleb,
Get off of my land.
Dad? Can we get ice cream? You said that we could get ice cream, can't we?
You're forgetting about us, and we're still out here. We're people, and we're still here. We haven't gone away. My dad sits by the river and cries. Are you even listening to me? Ah! If God sees a little sparrow fall, does he see me?
I'm here for my 8-year-old daughter. See, it was her birthday, and she knew when it was time. All she wanted was to go into town and get one of those ice cream sundaes with the little colored sprinkly things on top. That was all. And I promised her. But when she asked me, and she asked me real nicely, I slammed the butt of my gun right across her face. Afterwards, I walked back up to the house and I called Miss Patrick Hendricks. And I told her that I wanted to commit myself to the state hospital. Because I've lost every shred of hope and decency that I've had. See, I'm not a farmer. I'm no Christian. I'm not a father. I'm not even a man anymore.
2 are better than 1, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
Evelyn McCormick has asked me to read the following. We have decided to quit farming and offer the following property at auction. And it's signed, Evelyn and Ray McCormick.
Thank you for waiting for me.
Dan Driver's been and gone. Willie Nelson, been and gone. Jessica Lange in her movie country, all gone. All the folks around here, they didn't call that a movie. Every year, about this time, I go to the ancient cliff dwellings in Mesa Verde to pray for balance. Come with me. Come sit in a circle. Say your name and something that's on your mind. My name is Winona Tarlow, and I'm thinking about how much better I like Emil than John Wayne.
I'm John, and I miss Full Gospel Lighthouse Church.
Thank you.
I'm Tess, and it's easier to leave than to come back.
My name is Madeline Stratton. And I'm real glad my dad is at the hospital.
Give back to someone a saying or poem. Tess, who's the leader of the club?
Made for you and me.
Emil, if Leah Coker can sell Chrysler, my God, we should be able to sell beefsteak.
I wish that pigs could fly so we can make a fortune selling umbrellas.
Right? Every time I see a field, I think of an Aphrodite buried beneath the soil.
Bill, Jesus said come.
Yes, he did.
And when Peter came down out of the ship, he walked on the water.
I'm Winona Tarlow.
I am John Harper.
Wordy Stratton.
Evelyn McCormick.
Caleb Stratton.
I am Tess Harper.
I am Bill Hodder.
Emil the Fifth.
Madeline Stratton.
Carl Pritchard.
Alice Dark.
I am Ray McCormick.